What in the flip-flop, flippity-floops going on, everybody? This is your boy Gascan here, bringing a vlog. Basically, in the background of this video, you're going to be seeing some Titanfall gameplay. I believe I went 24-0, which is a pretty solid gameplay. Hey, check it out. Chewy's in the background. Chewy! Choo-choo! Anyways, so pretty solid game. You don't see very many high kills, low death gameplays in Titanfall. But I haven't really uploaded some Titanfall gameplay, honestly, because the matches are so long. The matches are at least, I mean, if you don't run, I'm playing, I believe it's Capture the Flag, which I do a lot of defending of the base. I've noticed in this game that they will generally last the entire duration unless you got a strategic team that has, you know, specific flag carriers and so on and so forth. If they've got good strategy, then the games don't last very long at all. They'll cap their 6 flags like that. I think it's 6. I think once you hit 3, you switch back to, it turns into halftime or whatever. But anyways, so I do a lot of defending in this game. I've been using the burn cards. Burn cards are probably the greatest thing I've ever seen in a game. It's kind of like the kill streaks that you would get out of Call of Duty. Like you can get the UAV, the Oracle, quote unquote Oracle in this game. I can't remember which burn card it's called, but it is trippy. Oh my goodness! The first time I used it, I was like, "What the hell?" I can see like the skeletons. I can see the mechs through walls. It was legit. That was probably the coolest thing I've ever seen in a video game. For like an Oracle type thing. Anyways, so that was really cool. But I've been using the burn cards, and you'll see in this gameplay, I started off with a Strider Titan. Okay, I'll be honest with you, I don't get in Titans very often. Just because the sole purpose, I like the pilot versus pilot aspect. But then I was like, you know what, Eric? Playing pilot versus pilot so much and not using your mech, basically what I'm doing is I'm making this another Call of Duty. And that's not what I want at all. I do not want another Call of Duty. Like, if I want to play Call of Duty, I'll play Call of Duty. Titanfall is meant for the Titans. So, that being said, so I was like, you know what? Okay. At this point in time, my time progression pie chart tells you how much time you spent as a pilot and how much time you spent as a Titan. Well, out of like the 12 hours that I've played, 98% of my time was spent as a pilot. And 13 minutes of that 12 hours was as in a Titan running around. So I was like, you know what, Eric, let's change it up. Let's go as Titans. So in this gameplay, I was like, okay, I'm really going to start working, trying to figure out Titans. What's the best way to be a Titan? If I'm going to be aggressive, am I going to be a distance Titan? You know, I'm taking these into consideration. And but anyways, I prestige to rank 2, so I don't have really shit of anything. I have the basic loadout classes, and that was it. It's not like Call of Duty where if you prestige, you get like a permanent unlock or you get any perks like that. You literally, once you prestige, you are back to level 1. No nothing, no nothing. So it's just starting square over again, and that's fine, whatever. But anyways, this is my first game after prestiging, I believe. I believe it's my first game after prestiging because I had the most basic layouts. So you'll see me start off in this game. I start out with the Strider, and man, I hold down the base. Like, you know, that's home, and I'm not going to let anybody mess with it. So it was actually a really good gameplay, in my personal opinion. I really thoroughly enjoyed Titans. I'm really going to start trying to push Titans a little bit more. Just because after I played a few games running the Titans, oh man, I was dominating. I was having, you know, you don't see very many high killing games. I think as of right now, the highest killing game I have right now is I had 30 kills, which was 30 pilot kills, and I had a lot of assists. But 30 kills is very kind of unheard of in this game. You don't see very many kills like that. Generally, your average person is going to be running anywhere between 5 and 9 pilot kills. And then your more seasoned first-person shooters are generally going to get between 10 and 16, roughly. Those are rough estimates. Don't quote me on that, but that's just kind of what I've seen in this game. And so dropping a 30 bomb in this game, that's pretty damn legit. That means you're putting in some work on those pilots. So that's what I was saying as I was trying to get into the Titans, trying to figure them out, trying to learn the best the layouts for the Titans. what type of Titan I want to be, and so on and so forth. I saw some really cool videos about how people have made different style of Titans and the best Titans there can be and stuff like that for your game style. So I'm going to take a lot of those into consideration, and I'm going to start pushing forward to pushing a lot of more Titan gameplay. So anyways, I haven't posted up in a little while. I've been I've been really busy lately. I haven't really even gotten on Ghost much at all, or even Titanfall for that matter, just because work's been a little hectic and school and everything like that. But anyways, so at least I got this gameplay in. It is quite a long video, so I'm going to do a really long vblog, and I'm going to talk about a few different things. But Titanfall has really grown on me, and I've really thoroughly enjoyed Titanfall. But I'm actually going to go in right now to talking about a completely different game. Is actually Final Fantasy XIV Realms Reborn. Okay, so I've been an MMO player since August of 1999. I played the original EverQuest for about 10 years. And EverQuest is my home. It's where I started. It's my roots. It's, you know, where I started gaming. And I've only progressed since then, but I have a huge respect for EverQuest players just because that was how I grew up and how I became the gamer that I am today. And, you know, big shout out to anybody who's watching this who played original EverQuest back in the vanilla days. You know what I'm talking about. So anyways, so I got into Final Fantasy XIV Realms Reborn. Okay, well, if anyone had ever played Final Fantasy XI online, I'm sure that if you've played that game, you realize how awful that game really was. It was probably the best game they've made, but the game had already been out for X amount of years when I started it. I think it was 2 years ago when I started playing Final Fantasy XI online. And that game is not new user friendly. So unless that you spent, you know, if you started in vanilla stages when the game first came out, and you didn't stop playing for you just played constantly, never got off the damn game, then you could probably enjoy the game. Well, for someone like me that came in 3-4 years late after the game's release, that game was horrid, because you could not do anything unless you've done all the previous stuff that everyone's already done, and nobody else wants to do it. Why? Because that game is so convoluted, so complicated, that a simple task will take you like 6.5 hours of running, 20 minutes of fights, 45 minutes of cutscenes, and that's just to do a simple task like unlocking a damn class to use as a subclass, or a sub-job, excuse me. So, anyways, getting into that game, it was a bittersweet, because the game itself, the complexity and how the game's mechanics worked was amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed skill chains and all that good stuff. The game itself was amazing. Once you got past, I had a lot of help from some friends of mine that were in my Link Shell, quote-unquote, guild, that really helped me, took the time out of their day to really push me to be a better player, because they knew how dedicated of a player that I was. So they invested a lot of time in me to play, which was amazing. I made some really great friends out of that. But that game was actually coming to an end, because the game was so difficult. Let's just say, if you're into a game, say like WoW, for instance. Let's be real, WoW is probably the easiest game known to man. You can log in a week and a half later, you're the max level, you have, you know, half all the raid gear that you need. It's easy. This game, not so much. So in this game, it takes time. It takes time. It takes in-game time, like certain, like it has to be, the moon has to be right, the weather conditions have to be correct. This might only happen every 7 real-life days, so you have to be on at this specific time. If you're not, you have to wait until the next week. I mean, it's seriously like that. Like, it's retarded. But it was great, and it is very rewarding whenever you're like, oh, okay, cool, well, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, and I've gotten this piece of armor, this piece of armor, this piece of armor, and you felt accomplished from doing that in the video game. So it was actually a really good game. It did have its fault. It was not new user friendly. But so anyways, getting into Final Fantasy XIV Realms Reborn. They did make it easy mode. They made it a lot like any normal MMO that you would normally play, which is okay, because Final Fantasy XI was not that at all, and that's honestly probably what killed that game. But so I've been playing it roughly for about a week now. I've been playing a pugilist, which will turn into a monk. But anyways, thoroughly enjoyed that. And if you guys have never really played a Final Fantasy MMO, they're actually really fun to play because they are different. They do offer certain things in this game that the other ones don't. So hopefully you guys can get a chance to play that. If not, I might post up a video about it or something like that. But one thing I really wish they would have brought back into Final Fantasy XIV Realms Reborn was skill chains. Skill chains were awesome, awesome abilities. Limit breaks in this game are pretty lame. I got into my first dungeon last night, and it was really lame. You get a limit break, but only one person can use it. Like, the whole group earns points towards a limit break, and then I thought that everyone would get their own limit break. Well, no, that's not it at all. One person will spin your entire party's limit break, so that was kind of lame. I didn't really enjoy that, but I was the guy who was like, okay, well, these guys don't... I was playing with a lot of new people, so these people really didn't understand. I've done a lot of research about this game, so when I was in this party, and whenever we build it up, man, I'm doing my limit break, and they're like, oh, what the hell are you doing? Like, that was the coolest shit I've ever seen. It's like, yeah, it's because they don't really, they don't understand that you have to go find your limit break button and then bring it to your action bar and so on and so forth. So I was actually doing all my limit breaks on my my monk. But anyways, the limit break looks really cool. The very visual graphic design was it was actually really nice, really enjoyable. Might get some clips of it maybe later on, post up some stuff so you guys kind of get a baseline of what I'm talking about. But I got about 2 minutes left, I believe. Let me double check. I don't want to overrun you guys' time. Yeah, we're roughly at I got about 15 minutes to talk, and we're about 13 right now, so I got about 2 more minutes to talk about what's going on. So anyways, Final Fantasy XIV so far is actually really fun. I've actually really enjoyed it. So, you know, if you guys are interested, let me know, and we'll get online together and play together. It's actually pretty fun. But all right, so I've covered up Titanfall and all that good stuff with Final Fantasy. I really hope you guys are enjoying Titanfall and enjoying a new style of gameplay for the Xbox One and Xbox in general. I think that we honestly needed it. I believe that Call of Duty it's a good game, but let's be honest, Call of Duty has not changed ever. It is literally, you get in, you do the same, you dominate or be dominated. You can only do it the same way, so many different ways before you realize, holy shit, dude, I've been playing the same game for 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and it hasn't really honestly changed a bit. So I'm really kind of enjoying the aspect of Titanfall, and that's why I've kind of gotten myself into the Titans, is because I've been so used to that Call of Duty mentality that I have to go kill that player, with my hands or, with my gun. Like, hell no, right now, I'm going to go get your ass in a Titan, and that's what's up. But, yeah, so I'm really trying to make it a new game style. I'm trying to take all the aspects of the game and use them the way they're meant to be done. And I understand that a lot of people are doing the pilot versus pilot and, the Titan versus Titan, so on and so forth. But anyways, guys, I'm going to continue on learning how to use the Titan. If you guys got any suggestions for me, just let me know. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. But hopefully, if you guys are watching, please like, subscribe, and share. And as always, this is your boy GasCam, signing out.